Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to continue working on part 11 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to create all of this using storefront because of the wavy walls that we created. And then I showed you why you have to do that because it's not possible to use the curtain wall. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue working on this. So I noticed that we have an extra curtain wall there. Just delete that. And then what you can do is delete the mullion in the middle so that it looks much better. So here, once you delete that, every mullion will join together. And then here we need to align this one properly. Okay, and then delete the mullions in the middle. It's up to you if you're gonna leave this one curtain grids. For me, I'm just gonna leave that. It will create curtain grids on the seams anyway, so might as well just leave it like that. So I'm just gonna delete all of this. When I showed you to just select all of the mullions and then unpin them so that it's easier for you to delete, you don't need to do it individually. So now this one looks much better. And then of course this one needs to be deleted. Anything that is not nice there. So as you can see, at least it has its continuous look now that we're going over. Of course at the corner it's not possible, so might as well just leave it like there so that we have that breakage. And then here what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the same thing. The only problem we have is slicing them similar to what we did here. So I'm just eyeballing the way that I slice this, and then hopefully it's the same. Because it's really hard to manage the one for this one. But once we do, select all of them. We're gonna leave this one here because we need to cut them again. But I want to change it to a storefront already. So here's, slice it again here. There's only two, and I want it to be looking like all the way to the top. And then here you can change the boundary for the ground so that it's the same. I'm just gonna eyeball this one like that so that I don't need to worry about that anymore. So select visible in view and then unpin it, and then we start deleting those once again. Unfortunately for this one, for curtain grids, you still need to do it manually. And then now delete the mullions. So that's how you deal with a curve wall. And then at least it's all the way to the ground. It's up to you if you want to change this wall right here. We can change this one to storefront as well, so that it's consistent now. And delete this. So we have this view right here. And for this corner right here, we're gonna change it a bit. So if you go to second floor, we're just doing more detailed part. I wanted to have the wall over here. Not sure if this one is gonna look, yeah, much better. At least it's covering those parts right there. The next thing we're gonna do is I might as well create a curve here so that everything is consistent. So if we go to first floor again, we could just move this one or just delete this, and then we could just make that one, and then CS, and then fillet arc. And then of course we shouldn't go over that part. And then here as well, CS on that. Actually, let's remove that. This is the floor, so it should be all the way only here. And then trim and extend. And then here we have this credenza. We can make it shorter. So the width, let's make it 1600. And then move it somewhere right here. And we can make it 1400. Just as a sign there. So at least we still have that there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to change this. And then of course the footprint here as well. We need to cover this. Trim and extend. There we go. So now it's easier for us to slice this one, SL. Storefront. Select them all. Unpin them. And then delete. So for some reason this one is showing, even though we have them deleted earlier. So it's just weird, but it's fine. Okay, so now it's all the way like that, and you can see how nice it is now. You can move this one a little bit right here. So of course I want to maintain that sense right here. I'm gonna make this one a fully glass garage door, but we're going to curve this first before we add this. We can delete this. I'm gonna show you where you can get the garage door. So go to first floor, and we're gonna do the same thing. So TR or CS, sorry, CS fillet arc. Let's do 1000 for the corners, and then make sure it's consistent. All of this needs to be moved right about here. Edit the floor, pick a plane, pick those lines there, and then we have the basic roof. Same thing, pick those outer lines and then trim it, TR. Don't attach, and then there you go. Easier way of doing that. And then what I'm gonna do is this one, I'm gonna move this one. So let me go to our east elevation and then just move it like that. I still want that part right there. Usually garage door has those light or windows so that lights can come in. So that's good right there. I might just delete this because we have this one all the way right here. What if I just do it same as before? Just change them to storefront, but align it first so that it becomes consistent. Okay, and then delete it again. There we go. We could use tab if something is not working. Go to second floor, and then we need to move this one all the way right here. I think that's good enough. And then it's up to you to rotate this. I'm gonna put the shower right here. Or if you want, instead of the shower, a nicer way of adding is you add the tub. So insert low family, plumbing, architecture, fixtures, bathtub, and then here's the freestanding that we could load, CM, and then that looks nicer. You have that part right there, and then here we could add in, so we could rotate this, and then we could put 2 sink similar to that. There we go. And then of course we have this part right here that you could just add a table, a custom table, and as you can see, that looks really good. And then let's not forget this part right here. Let's change this the storefront. There you go. So now we have this consistent glass door, or sorry, glass window that is all the way from left to right and from floor to ceiling windows, and that's looking good. And then now we need to add in the garage door. So go to part 1 description. There will be 2 links there. The second link, you'll be able to access the all extra families. Download this garage door, and once you download that, the only thing you need to do is drag and drop. So once you drag and drop it, you'll be able to type in CM or DR, because it's a door. So DR, and then you have the glass door, glass garage door right there. So just download this one right there to the link, second link, and then you'll be able to grab it there. And then here, I'm just checking what else we could do for this. We could edit this footprint right here so that it doesn't go too much to our washroom right there. So just use fillet arc and then click finish, don't attach, and that's fixed right there. And then we also have the roof for this. I'm going to edit footprint, go to our second floor, and then use this. And then delete this part right there. Click finish and don't attach again. Go to 3D to check everything. And as you can see, everything is looking good. Let's edit this part right here. So edit boundary, go to ground floor, and then let's push this back right here. And then move this part right here, fillet arc, and click finish. So now everything is cleaned up. And then you can see that our stairs is showing properly. I want to change this to a different railing. So what I'm gonna do is use the glass so that it's consistent with what we have at the moment. So, and then this one needs to be let's add this part, reset railing, pick a hose. I'm gonna select this hose. If not, let's go to our first floor and we need to add that. So go right here, railing, let's choose the glass, and we need to add it here. Go to 3D. Let's do offset, base offset. Let's do 1500. And then there you go. I'm gonna edit again because I don't want any gap. And then I want it to be consistent and aligned. Something like that. Now we have that. So they're going down here. Everything is connected. They have the glass railing on both sides, and nobody's gonna fall down. And then here, we want to make sure to change the material. So this is concrete. I think for the run, it's the same thing. So it looks like it's good. But let's check the this one is not yet set, so it's better to just set it to a metal material. So let's go to a metal material. Apply OK, apply OK. And then here, let's check the mullion. We haven't checked if so the aluminum is the material already, so we're good. And then I know it's not showing, but if we put it in realistic, as you can see, this one is showing as glass, so that's perfect for us. And then this one, door handle aluminum, I think we're good with this. So we're gonna stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.